Imagine this. You're on a journey, a grand adventure to master the English language. Every day, you take steps forward, learning new words, understanding complex ideas, and slowly but surely unlocking a whole new world. But then, a question pops into your mind, a question that many language learners ask. What's the best path to take? Should you spend your time reading English books, articles, and stories? Or should you immerse yourself in listening to podcasts, audiobooks, and conversations? It's like standing at a crossroads, wondering which way will get you to your destination faster and more effectively. Welcome to English Journey, the channel dedicated to helping you grow personally while mastering English. I'm Celine, your guide on this exciting adventure. Before we dive deep into this fascinating topic, do me a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. You don't want to miss out on the incredible insights we're about to share. We'll uncover how both reading and listening are not just powerful ways to learn a language, but also incredible goals in themselves. Here on English Journey, you can both listen and read by watching our videos. And we release new videos every single day to help you improve your English. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear strategy. And I even have a short quiz waiting for you to test your understanding. Reading or listening, what's the best way to learn? This is a question that many English learners grapple with. Some people believe that reading is the ultimate key to unlocking language proficiency, while others swear by the power of listening. But what if I told you that this isn't an either-or question? What if both reading and listening are essential partners in your language learning journey, each reinforcing the other in incredible ways? Let's explore this further. The power of listening, your first step to fluency. Think back to when you were a baby. You didn't start by reading books, did you? You started by listening. You absorbed sounds, rhythms, and intonations long before you understood a single word. In many ways, language learning mirrors this natural process. 1. The easiest starting point. Listening is incredibly accessible. It's often the first thing many successful language learners do in the morning. You don't need to sit down with a book and focus intently. You can listen while preparing breakfast, driving in the car, cleaning the house, or even exercising. It's so easy to just pick up some audio, put on your headphones, and start immersing yourself. This ease of access means you can incorporate English into your daily routine without feeling like it's a chore. 2. Multitasking mastery. One of the biggest advantages of listening is its compatibility with other activities. How many times have you wished you could study English while doing something else? With listening, you get that feeling of killing two birds with one stone. This multitasking capability strengthens your willingness to do both activities, creating a powerful synergy. For instance, some people find that listening to English while exercising motivates them to do their workouts, and doing the exercises, in turn, motivates them to continue listening. It's a win-win. 3. Enhanced cognitive ability through exercise. Speaking of exercise, did you know there's research showing that physical activity can significantly increase your cognitive ability? This isn't just about general brain health. There's specific research on learning vocabulary that shows if two groups are exposed to new vocabulary, the group engaged in physical activity, like on a stationary bicycle, learns the vocabulary better than the group simply sitting. So, if you're listening to English while jogging or lifting weights, you're not just multitasking, you're actively improving your brain's capacity to learn and remember. 4. The spark of curiosity. Listening is a fantastic trigger for curiosity from a number of perspectives. You might be listening to a story and not understand every word, but the narrative is interesting. You want to understand the parts you missed to grasp the whole story. This curiosity then pushes you to do other things, to read the transcript, to look up words, and possibly review vocabulary. Listening starts the process and keeps you engaged, which is crucial for long-term learning. 5. Building familiarity and mood. Listening creates an atmosphere. While you can't smell the smells, you can feel the mood of whatever you're listening to. Have you ever listened to an audiobook of a classic novel in English while doing chores, and felt yourself transported to another time and place? This sense of mood and familiarity makes it so much easier to then read the material. It's like meeting someone for the first time through a conversation, and then having that familiarity when you later read about them. 6. Gaining momentum. This is a powerful, often overlooked benefit. When you listen first, you hear the rhythm of the English language. Phrases and words bounce around in your brain, and you pick up the intonation and the speaker's voice. All of this builds momentum. When you then go to read, especially since we often subvocalize or silently voice what we're reading, you already have some of that rhythm and intonation working for you. You're not fighting inertia. You have momentum pushing you forward. 7. It's okay not to understand everything. Many learners get discouraged because they can't maintain focus or understand every word while listening. But here's the secret. You don't have to. Your ability to focus will vary depending on your level, your interest in the subject, the audio quality, and the narrator's voice. Even if you're just picking up bits and pieces, those words and phrases go into your database of memory. When we read or listen, our brains are constantly predicting what's going to happen next in the language. And these small exposures, even when unfocused, contribute to that predictive ability. The importance of reading, decoding, and deepening understanding. While listening gets you started and provides momentum, reading takes your understanding to a deeper level. It's a remarkable cognitive feat for the brain to convert written lines into meaning. 1. Subvocalization and pronunciation. When you read, you actually subvocalize. You silently voice what you're reading. If you were to measure the activity in your vocal cords, you'd find they're active even when you're reading silently. This is not the same as speaking, which involves creating your own thoughts and sentences. However, subvocalizing is a very good way to move you towards being able to speak. For effective subvocalization, you need to know how words are pronounced. This is where listening first can be incredibly helpful. It gives you that foundational pronunciation to then apply when you read. 2. Strategic learning and retention. Reading allows for a different kind of engagement. You can stay longer on a particular section if you have trouble understanding, or skip to sections that interest you. This is particularly useful for complex or scientific information. Studies have even shown that students who read scientific information achieved 80% accuracy, compared to 59% for those who only listened. This is because reading allows for more strategic processing and review. 3. Vocabulary acquisition and reinforcement. Reading is a powerful tool for vocabulary acquisition. When you encounter new words in context, you can look them up, add them to your vocabulary list, and see how they are used in different sentences. This active engagement with the text helps solidify new words in your memory. Combining this with listening means you've heard the word, seen it written, and processed it multiple times, leading to stronger retention. 4. Building a mental model of the language. Both reading and listening contribute to building a model of the language in your brain. Just like artificial intelligence, exposure to a lot of different contexts helps us predict what's coming next. This ability to predict is a crucial part of developing fluency and understanding the nuances of English. The more you read and listen, the more refined and accurate your mental model becomes. Deep dive: how to improve your listening and reading skills effectively. Now that we understand the immense power of both listening and reading, let's explore practical ways to sharpen these vital skills. Improving your listening skills. Start with comprehensible input. Don't try to listen to advanced academic lectures if you're a beginner. Choose material where you understand most of what's being said, even if there are some new words. This keeps you motivated and ensures you're actually learning, not just getting frustrated. Active versus passive listening. While passive listening, like having English audio playing in the background while doing chores, is excellent for building familiarity and rhythm, don't underestimate active listening. This means giving your full attention to the audio, trying to grasp every word and nuance. Alternate between these two types of listening depending on your activity and energy levels. Listen to varied content. Don't stick to just one type of audio. Explore podcasts on different topics, audiobooks of various genres, news broadcasts, interviews, and even songs. Exposure to different voices, accents, and speaking speeds will significantly enhance your comprehension. Re-listen. Don't be afraid to listen to the same audio multiple times. The first time, you might focus on the general meaning. The second time, you might pick up more vocabulary. The third time, you might notice specific grammatical structures or idiomatic expressions. Use transcripts. This is a game changer. Listen to an audio, then read its transcript. This connects the sounds you hear with the written words you see, reinforcing pronunciation, spelling, and meaning. It's especially useful for words you only partially understood during listening. Improving your reading skills. Read what interests you. This is paramount. If you enjoy the subject matter, you're far more likely to stick with it and absorb the language naturally. Whether it's fiction, articles about your hobbies, news, or even comic books, follow your interests. Don't look up every single word. While it's tempting to stop and look up every unknown word, especially in the early stages, try to infer meaning from context. This trains your brain to guess intelligently, a crucial skill for fluency. Save the dictionary for key vocabulary or words that appear repeatedly. Practice intensive reading. For important or challenging texts, engage in intensive reading. This means reading more slowly, perhaps sentence by sentence, looking up new words, and analyzing the sentence structure. This builds deep comprehension and expands your vocabulary. Read different genres and formats. Just like with listening, diversify your reading material. Read novels, short stories, news articles, blog posts, essays, and even social media comments. Each format presents English in a slightly different way, expanding your reading versatility. Read aloud or subvocalize. As we discussed, reading aloud or subvocalizing helps connect the written word with its sound and can contribute to your speaking ability. It also helps you pace your reading and notice pronunciation patterns. The synergy, why both are essential. The central point here isn't to choose between reading and listening. It's to embrace both, because they reinforce each other beautifully. Listening to trigger reading. You might start with an audiobook that sparks your interest. You listen, get a general sense of the story or topic, and then that curiosity drives you to get the book and read it more intensively. Reading to enhance listening. Conversely, if you read a section first, you'll understand more when you then listen to the audio. It's like having a map before you start exploring. You know what to expect. Multiple passes, deeper understanding. When we listen or read, we rarely get everything on the first pass. But by going over the same material through both listening and reading, you pick up more and more. You connect with the material in two different ways, deepening your comprehension and retention. This is especially true for fictional stories, where listening to the audiobook and then reading the physical book can significantly increase your vocabulary and understanding. A strategy for every stage. The best approach to combining reading and listening depends on your current level in English. 1. Absolute beginner, A1 to A2. At this stage, your focus should be on building basic familiarity. Start with sentence-by-sentence learning. Listen first, then read. Listen to a sentence, then try to read it. This helps you get a sense of the pronunciation before you attempt to read it yourself. Force yourself to read first. Very quickly, try to challenge yourself to read a sentence first, then listen, and then read it again. This builds your ability to subvocalize so that you can read more difficult material. Don't worry about perfect pronunciation at this stage. The goal is to build that connection. 2. Intermediate B1. Once you reach the intermediate stage, you have a decent vocabulary and some familiarity with the language. Listen first, then read the transcript. It's often easiest to start your day by listening to a podcast or an audiobook. While listening, you'll encounter words and phrases you don't fully understand or are only vaguely familiar with. This will naturally trigger your curiosity to go and read the transcript later. This is an excellent way to transition from extensive listening to intensive reading. Extensive versus intensive. At this stage, you're gradually moving towards more extensive reading and listening, where you're not looking up every single word. However, you still need intensive moments to deepen your understanding. 3. Advanced, B2 and beyond. At this level, you have a strong foundation. You can engage in more extensive reading and listening without constantly stopping to look things up. Don't force repetition. You don't need to repeat every sentence or go back constantly. Mix and match. You can read one type of material and listen to another, knowing that all exposure builds your overall capability. The key is to keep exposing yourself to as much English as possible in various formats. Recap and takeaways. Here are the key takeaways from our discussion. Listen first for momentum and ease. Listening is the easiest way to start your English learning journey, allowing you to multitask and build familiarity and momentum. Exercise enhances learning. Combining listening with physical exercise can boost your cognitive ability and improve vocabulary retention. Curiosity is your guide. Listening sparks curiosity, motivating you to read and explore further. Reading deepens understanding. Reading allows for strategic processing, better retention of complex information, and refinement of your pronunciation through subvocalization. They reinforce each other. Listening and reading are not mutually exclusive. They are powerful partners that reinforce each other. leading to deeper comprehension and retention. Adapt your strategy. Your approach to reading and listening should evolve with your English proficiency level. Don't aim for perfection. It's okay not to understand every single word. Every bit of exposure contributes to your overall language development. Your English journey continues. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support helps us create more valuable content for you. Quick quiz. Now, for a quick quiz to test your understanding from today's video. Don't worry. No multiple choice. Just pure recall. Question 1. What is one key reason why listening is considered the easiest way to start learning English? Question 2. What is a cognitive benefit of combining listening with physical exercise? Question 3. What do we call the phenomenon of silently voicing what we read? Question 4. Why is it beneficial to read the transcript of something you've listened to, especially at the intermediate stage? Question 5. According to the video, what is a key reason why listening and reading reinforce each other? Take a moment to think about your answers, and then share them in the comments below. I can't wait to see your responses. And here's some exciting news for your English journey. You can apply all these strategies right here on our channel. We release new videos every single day. This means you can both listen to our engaging stories and motivational content, and also read along with the subtitles or even the transcript we provide. It's the perfect way to integrate listening and reading into your daily routine and accelerate your English progress. Thank you for joining me on English Journey today. Keep practicing, keep exploring, and remember, every step you take brings you closer to mastering English and unlocking incredible personal growth. See you in the next video.